Let's talk about this Avengers 5, man. Avengers 5. A lot of stuff going on with Avengers, right? They say 60 characters returning for Avengers 5. Let's bring this article up. Coming from Yahoo, says 60 characters, 60 MCU characters returning for Avengers 5. A recent report, Deadpool Wolverine director Sean Levy being offered a fifth Avengers movie contained a spicy nugget of information. The next film is said to be bringing back a whopping 60 characters. That's a lot. That's a lot of characters. Is it even 60 MCU characters? Like, is it 60 MCU characters? 60? That's a lot. So the next film is to be bringing back a whopping 60 characters. You thought 30 main characters in Avengers Infinity War. And Endgame was massive. Marvel is trying to outdo that. Now we have suspicion that 60 characters spread across 2 films, Kang Dynasty, or whatever Avengers 5 is called, and Secret Wars. Regardless, 60 is a lot. Here are our best guesses on who makes the cut and why. So they talk about the variants. A lot of marquee Avengers are currently dead, really old, or exist in another studio's universe, like Sony Spider-Man heroes. This is the multiverse saga, though. We fully expect the variants from other realities to appear. If not in Avenger 5, then Avenger Secret Wars. I am so tired. So tired of the Avengers multiverse situation. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. Tired. Mr. Tube U92, YouTube 92. What up? But yeah, I'm tired of it. So the variants, Iron Man, Tony Stark, Black Widow, she died. We know Tony died. Captain America is still alive, but we don't know what he's up to. He's supposedly came back very old. Loki, Spider-Man 1, 2, Thanos, Peggy Carter. Then we get the Mighty Avengers, right? Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye, Nick Fury, War Machine, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Sam Wilson, or as I like to call him, Black America, Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Vision, Monica Rambeau, Spider-Man 3, which is Tom Holland, right? Then we got the Mystics, Doctor Strange, Wong, Scarlet Witch, Clea. I don't know why Namor would be a mystic. I don't see him as being a mystic. He didn't use magic. Nothing about him was mystical, right? Shang-Chi. Then we get the Young Avengers, Cassie Lang, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Hawkeye 2, Kate Bishop, Wiccan, America Chavez. They're missing somebody, right? Aren't they missing Patriot? Where's Patriot at? You gotta have Patriot, man. Where is Patriot at? See? They tripping already. Then you get the World of Wakanda. Black Panther Shuri. This is where they messing up at. M'Baku. Black Panther T'Challa 2. T'Challa 2? Say we think thanks to time travel and multiversal shenanigans, we'll see an older version of T'Challa's son take his places. Ew, that sounds so nasty. Why? Okay. So you have time travel and multiversal shenanigans, but instead of bringing T'Challa back, which are time travel or multiversal shenanigans, you want to see his bastard take his place? I'm keep moving. Koye, Ironheart, Riri Williams. Then you get the streaming series stars, right? Moon Knight, Daredevil, Luke Cage, She-Hulk, Wonder Man. Is Wonder Man still on the docket? Wonder Man still on the docket? If it is, then you get the Thunderbolts. Winter Soldier, Yelena Belova. And they're saying they don't think a lot of the Thunderbolts is going to survive their movie. Then we got the Cosmic Heroes. Star-Lord, Raccoon, Groot, Adam Warlock, Valkyrie. Then the Marvel Mutants, Deadpool, Wolverine. And then 50 through 59, the X-Men. From the original Fox series, they say Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Rogue, Beast, Professor X, Magneto, Mystique, and Colossus, and then Kang. Those are the 60. That's a lot. That is a lot of people that they're trying to fit into these movies. I think it's bad to do so. I think it's bad to do so, really. Just focus on a real focus, pinpointed story. This seems that it's going to be all over the place. How do I tell, even with 2 movies, how do I tell those stories? 60 characters? Are they just popping in and running out, running across the camera and saying, oh shit, did you see Captain America? Was that Wolverine in the back? Like, how do 60 characters? 60 MFing characters? God damn, dog. Perp say that's like a minute or 2 of screen time per character. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. Why would I want that much? I don't rock with it. So I got another article with another Avengers 5 room because I wanted to, and y'all know I've been talking bad about Marvel. I've been really kicking Kevin Feige's back in. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's well deserved. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't think it's well deserved. I think he deserved to have his back kicked. But I also want to see them succeed because I'm a fan. So I want to see them succeed, but they just ain't been really doing what I think they need to do for success. Right? I really don't. Don't think they've been doing what they need to do for success. So this is coming from the comicbookmovie.com. Says the Avengers 5 and Secret Wars rumored updates on Marvel Studios plans for Doctor Doom and Kang. Dr. Doom and Kang. So let's really get into this. So Marvel Studios has huge plans for Kang the Conqueror. Prior to actor Jonathan Majors being dropped from the role after being convicted of assault, while the character is still expected to feature in the MCU in some capacity going forward, we still don't know exactly what Kevin Feige and company have in store for the powerful villain. Well, I would tell them to just bring, Jonathan Majors back. That would help them a lot in getting things situated. Real simple. Just bring him back. And then I think y'all can go forward to whatever BS y'all was going to go forward with in the first place. Right? Since though the Avengers 5 is no longer titled Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, previous reports have claimed that the character will still appear in a greatly reduced role. Why bring, for what? Why bring him back? His role is reduced. And reduced to what? A cameo? 15-minute screen time? Like, what did it reduce to? Back in January, Deadline's Justin Crew responded to the rumor that Coleman Domingo was being eyed to replace Majors. See a lot who play Kang next, and here's a top contender for Kang comments this week, and I'll say this. Don't expect that news anytime soon, Crow wrote on his X post. There'll be plenty of Marvel breaks in coming weeks on various fronts, but don't hold your breath on that one. This isn't dismissing any rumor this week about potential contenders for the role, he added. I don't have any intel of those being true or not. It's just letting you know if I were betting what gets announced first, Kang on the field, I put my money on the field. So he's saying that they not even really looking to bring back Kang, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to worry about everything else first, and then they'll get into Kang, which I guess makes sense because it's not like they really fleshed Kang out in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They can go forward without Kang. And I said that before. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like me saying it, but it's the truth. Kang really isn't the way that they wrote Kang, the way that they played Kang, I will say that. He's not really a big bad. They played him like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Then they played Jonathan Majors like a sucker. So, like, the whole situation is some sucker shit. For real. You know what I mean? Whole situation is some sucker shit. So, they can go forward without bringing Kang in at all. They truly can. The Cosmic Circus, Alex Perez now weighed in. He's heard that Marvel intends to focus on other multiversal villains before dealing with Kang again. Which bad guys he's referring to is unclear, but he did update with the following post. You're about to meet the first one in Deadpool and Wolverine. Says Kang future in Marvel Studios multiverse. What's the word on Avengers 5? Are they going to bring in another bad? Alex says I have heard that they want to focus on other multiversal villains again. And he says you're about to meet the first one in Deadpool and Wolverine. I wonder if they're talking, and I wonder if they talk Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova can be a big bad going forward. Cassandra Nova can be that. She really can. He may be simply referring to Cassandra Nova here, but we've heard Deadpool Wolverine feature quite a few surprises, possibly even bigger threat than Emma Corrin's Professor X variant. She's not a Professor X variant. They got to quit with this variant stuff. She's not a Professor X variant. She is her own character. She's Cassandra Nova. She's Professor X's twin, not a variant. Why they done got so wrapped up in this variant stuff. They just gonna apply variant to every goddamn thing. Cassandra Nova is Professor X's twin, not his variant. Man. Another villain that's reportedly set to play a major role in MCU going forward is Dr. Doom, but it'd be quite a while before he makes a significant impact. Doom is not expected to appear in the Fantastic Four unless it's a post-credit scene, and while he could have factored in the Avengers 5 and Secret Wars, he may not be the main antagonist. That's cool. They can hold off on Doom and have him play the background role and things of that nature. You know, they can do that. I think that works. Have him pulling the strings, you know. Says Perez has heard they're treating Doom similar to how they handle Loki in the Infinity Saga. That works too. To where he's, you know what I'm saying? Because people grew to love Loki, and I think people will grow to love Doom as a villain. Or as, I think Doom was like number 1 and number 2 as greatest comic book villains of all time, something like that. But when you think of Doom, he's a villain. Never mind. He's a villain. I wanted to say that he wasn't really a villain, but he's a villain. Loki was introduced as the villain in the first Thor movie before gradually redeeming himself and meeting his end at the hand of Thanos. Yeah, who cares? That's a very specific arc, of course, so we'd say this more likely to mean that Doom will be used sparingly at first. So, yeah, with these rumors of what this makeup is when it comes to Avengers 5, it sounds good. You know, it sounds real good. Sounds like they're trying to head for direction, but I still think that they're missing what direction that is. They have a heading. Let me say that. They have a heading, but it's like saying, oh, we just going to go west until we run into land. We'll get there, right? It's one of those things. Like they don't know where they're going. They just have a heading. Due west. Right? Yeah, bring back Majors and T'Challa. Bring them both back. If they want, it's so simple. Because I know a lot of the stories that they're not really doing because of the T'Challa situation. Quick fix. And because of the Jonathan Majors situation. Another quick fix. Another quick fix. Kang was interesting to me. I just don't think a lot of people gave him a chance. He can. All right, this is what I say about Kang. Kang can be interesting. He is interesting. They didn't, to me, in Ant-Man and Quantumania, they didn't flesh him out enough, and then they got rid of him in a way that made me look at him in a bad light. Right? It didn't make me look at Kang like, oh, Kang finna come back and change the game. It didn't make me look at it like that. I looked at Kang like he might have been the easiest villain that got murdered, you know what I'm saying, that they dealt with in all of the MCU. He just might be, I think he might have been the weakest villain. Right? Was he not the weakest villain? And is he and I'm not saying as far as his power set or who Kang is, we all know who Kang is, but the way that they dealt with him, he ended up being, to me, like the weakest villain. Is Kang the weakest villain in the MCU? people, y'all let me know if he's the weakest. I think he's the weakest villain. I think he's the weakest villain. Person, but I think it was on purpose in Ant-Man 3 to make it seem like he was defeated but comes back in Secret War. Even to make it seem like he's defeated, I'm cool with him being defeated just to come back. But the way that they defeated him, that's the thing, right? It's about the way that he went out. Not that he went out. It's the way he went out. He went out like a sucker. He went out like, I can beat Kang. If I got trapped in the quantum realm and it was time for me and Kang to throw hands, I might possibly beat Kang. That's what kind of it felt like to me. Regular Blue. Regular Blue. Beating Kang. Ant-Man and them were struggling against Kang. Yeah. They were struggling, but like I said, in totality, I think me, you, get Dre, Mika, we all in there, we could take Kang. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. That is how I felt. But y'all let me know about this Avengers 5 and what y'all want to see from Avengers 5. Tell me what y'all really want to see from Avengers 5 or going forward. Do you think they should stop doing the Avengers for a minute and focus on maybe Fantastic Four, focus on the X-Men? Like, let that Avengers 5 or that Avengers brand, let it breathe. Let us miss it. Move us to something else so we can miss the Avengers. So when it's time for them to pop out and show niggas, they do it in a dope way, in a meaningful way. Don't force the Avengers. That's all I got to say. Don't force the Avengers. Let them breathe. Let them breathe. Perp say, nah, he was putting the beats on Scott, and I wouldn't have any self-doubt if I beat somebody. True, he was. I mean, he was putting the hands on him. Mr. YouTube says, I want to see all three Hulks since they're going full stop on all three Hulks. I'm with it. If you go multiverse, right? In a good way. If you go multiverse, I ain't got no issues with that. But they've been doing it weak sauce. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. Perp say he hate the argument that he got defeated by ants. Nobody can explain what happened with the ants they got off screen. What the ants didn't make, the ants. That movie it's just go back and watch that movie. A lot of it is weird. A lot of it is weird. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is weird, but yeah, it is what it is. Leave your comments about Avengers 5 and what you want to see from it.